you consider yourself a car enthusiast, then of course you can evaluate vehicles for various indicators, including design, performance, driving experience, etc. All these factors have been skillfully used by leading automakers for many years to fill the market with various models designed for the most demanding customers. But all this time, one thing remained unchanged. Almost 99% of all vehicles in the world have been driven by internal combustion engines. These engines have been getting more powerful and more efficient, but they still have a big share in CO2 emissions and climate change. And year by year, the world feels the essence to power vehicles with more environmentally friendly solutions. And the automotive world needed a competent electric car manufacturer that would bring that change and force the old monsters to draw new plans for the future. We'll talk about the most amazing electric cars that might make naysayers want to switch to an electric drive. Audi was one of the first automakers to accept Tesla's challenge and got serious about developing electrical technologies which were merged under the common e-Tron brand name. The company, known for its sporty spirit, offers at once two advanced modifications, the e-Tron S and e-Tron Sportback S. Both of the S models are equipped with 3 electric motors, together providing 370 kilowatts of boost power and 717 pound-feet of torque. 2 of the 3 motors operate on the rear axle, which makes them the first mass-produced electric cars in the world to have 3 electric motors. This solution is a worthy replacement for the legendary Quattro system. It allows them to get rid of the mechanical differential on the rear axle. The electronic regulation takes just milliseconds and can distribute the torque directly between 2 rear wheels. This is especially useful on curvy roads when a high level of control over the vehicle's behavior is required. It also provides a fun driving experience by opening doors for cool drifts. One full charge is enough to drive the Audi models up to 227 miles. The meticulously designed interior, which is in the top 10 list of the 2020 best interiors, is a special pride of the Audi e-Tron. It inherited the unique solutions from the flagships of the Audi's ICE lineup. In particular, 2 screens of the infotainment system coming as part of Audi's virtual cockpit. You will appreciate the high-grade metal trim as well, together with the specially crafted leather, polished plastics, fabrics and suede, which is to provide you with an unforgettable luxury experience. Like almost any other Audi model, these cars are also tuned for high performance and acceleration. The standard 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint takes no more than 4.5 seconds, while the top speed is limited to 130 miles per hour. In addition to the various safety and comfort features, the e-Tron S model range also surprises with their unprecedented matrix LED headlights available as an option. Each of these awesome lights is divided into 1.3 million pixels and can be controlled with great precision, allowing for various ways to use. In narrow areas, for example, they show the car's position in the lane and thus help the driver to keep the safest trajectory right in the center. Though it is worth remembering the dark side of all this technological splendor. You will need no less than about $110,000 to buy the base version of the Audi S e-Tron in Europe, nearly as much as its gasoline-powered alternative, the SQ7. But in the US, it's expected to cost significantly less, let alone the lower maintenance and energy costs, as well as government incentives. Presented in April 2020, the all-new BMW Concept i4 opened a new chapter in the brand's history, becoming its first pure electric Gran Coupe model. It represents a look ahead to the future of BMW, expected to enter production in 2021, and embodies all the dynamic excellence for which BMW is renowned, by blending a modern, elegant and sporty design with the spaciousness and functionality of a 4-door vehicle. The only approval that customers have on the design is the big size of the grille that doesn't go well with the plate numbers. Though we've not yet seen the real BMW i4, we can rely on the details revealed by the company itself. BMW says the i4 will have the ability to travel up to 372 miles. The manufacturer also promises a top speed of around 124 miles per hour and 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 4 seconds. The latter is totally comparable with the performance of the actual M4, so no wonder that the possible Mi4 will be much quicker. The production version of the BMW i4 will keep all this stunning equipment which was already shown on the concept model. It will include the large touchscreen infotainment system with gesture-operated controls, a fully digital gauge cluster, and even elements of a semi-autonomous driving technology. It's difficult to estimate the final price of the BMW i4 at the moment. Obviously, it will be more expensive than the comparable conventional modification. On the other hand, the long-term exploitation of an electric vehicle ensures the attractive cost of ownership, making it a worthy vehicle for any demanding driver. The classic rivalry between BMW and Mercedes-Benz got a new level in the age of electrification. The company, based in Stuttgart, has been developing a series of battery electric vehicles under the brand of specific EQ name. No wonder the model range is crowned by a large sedan known so far as the Vision EQS. Our expectations from the production version of the Mercedes-Benz EQS are mostly based on the specs and features of that concept. The all-wheel drive luxury sedan is expected to be equipped with a pair of electric motors, delivering a combined 350 kilowatts power output and 560 pound-feet of torque. Mercedes claims the vehicle will set standards and has promised more than 435 miles of driving range. The company says the EQS will be the S-Class of electric vehicles, and it's undergoing the same demanding development program. Thanks to a completely flat floor and a long wheelbase, the EQS will offer a spacious interior full of high-quality materials and countless luxury amenities. It pretends to be even quieter and roomier than the current S-Class sedan, thanks to the absence of the big front engine. Considering the collaboration between Nvidia and Mercedes-Benz in installing more advanced in-car AI systems, the next-generation AI cockpit will also be available for the EQS, to satisfy even the most demanding drivers. And don't forget the chances to have a performance AMG modification that would make 600 horsepower and 663 pound-feet of torque, comparable with the current S63 4MATIC version, with its twin-turbo 4-litre V8 engine. Just do prepare your last $96,000 and you are ready to enjoy all this astonishing performance. The fourth German luxury brand Porsche has its own trump in this big EV game, and it's the latest four-door sports saloon model dubbed Taycan that comes with the typical Porsche performance and a bunch of technologies to make it usable in your everyday life. The Porsche Taycan is the first production electric vehicle equipped with 2-speed transmission and an 800-volt electrical system, which help enhance the acceleration and ensure shorter recharge times respectively. The model is currently available in 3 different modifications: 4S, Turbo, and Turbo S. Being equipped with 2 permanent magnet synchronous motors, the flagship Turbo S version can provide up to 560 kilowatts or 761 horsepower output with the launch control system. In accordance with these performance characteristics, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds and can develop a top speed of 162 miles per hour. It can also achieve a driving range of 256 miles. The fully electric Taycan is recognizable with its distinctive Porsche DNA reflected in the sleek and dynamic lines of the body, as well as in the interior of the car. All design features, both inside and outside, are riddled with the spirit of electric mobility to create an unmistakable impression of future-oriented luxury. Besides, Porsche promises a new Taycan Cross-Turismo version for 2021, which will combine the high-voltage performance as well as convenience and safety features of the current modifications with game-changing charging capability. Our list of the most amazing cars that could change your mind about electric vehicles would not be complete without Tesla. To be honest, only Tesla's lineup would be enough to represent all the variety and breadth of the possibilities of electric vehicles. You will find a lot of videos about Tesla's specific models and technologies on our channel, and today we will tell you about those innovations that will become a breakthrough in the nearest future. The long-anticipated Plaid version of the Tesla Model S was finally launched at the company's Battery Day event, becoming the new highest-performance version of its flagship sedan. The presence of a third electric motor substantially improves all driving characteristics, in particular the acceleration, handling, and top speed. With more than 1,100 horsepower, the 0 to 60 mph sprint takes incredibly less than 2 seconds, and a quarter mile less than 9 seconds. The Model S Plaid can achieve a range of more than 520 miles and reach a top speed of 200 mph. With its record-breaking acceleration times, it costs around $140,000 and will be available in late 2021. Given the possibility of using Tesla's new cutting-edge battery, we can surely say that the Plaid mode will be another challenge to the entire automotive world to deal with. The Cybertruck is another amazing Tesla model. For several years, Musk has promised to show a vehicle in one of the most popular segments in the US, reigned by the iconic Ford F-150. All these angular lines, solid metal body, bulletproof glass. Everything is to emphasize the functionality and state that a real pickup truck should not be beautiful, but powerful. Therefore, Cybertruck will be available even with 3 motors and a driving range of up to 500 miles. This machine will go from a standing start to the speed limit on a motorway in about 3 seconds. It also comes with a super payload and tow capacity in its class. And Musk has plenty of time to fix the build quality or add some luxury to the cabin before going to market with the production version. If performance and luxury are your priorities, then the 2021 Roadster will definitely draw your attention. Once, it was the first generation of this model that told the world that Tesla had serious plans in the automotive industry. Now it's the first model of the lineup to receive an update coming right from the space. Tesla says that its SpaceX thruster can accelerate the Roadster to 60 mph 1.1 seconds. That would make this model far and away the fastest accelerating consumer car on the planet. With that powerful performance, the new Roadster can achieve a massive 620 miles of driving range. And don't forget that Tesla has already announced its readiness to use the latest autonomy technologies of the 5th level. Considering that Tesla's energy projects are also gaining momentum, any Tesla vehicle becomes not only a means of transportation, but also an income source, which can cover all incurred costs in a reasonable time. Even before Tesla unveiled its Cybertruck, Michigan-based American startup Rivian had announced the production of the futuristic R1T pickup, which could fit between the mid-size new Ford Ranger and the full-size Ram 1500. What makes the R1T really unique is its 4 electric motors mounted in pairs on each axle, allowing for independent control of the amount of torque going to each wheel. This solution especially enhances the R1T's off-road capabilities. It's helpful when you face unexpected obstacles, and it can even allow you to perform some wow tricks, such as a tank turn. The R1T, the sales of which have been delayed to 2021, can achieve a range of more than 300 miles. Besides all these astonishing figures, the R1T has a lot of other features to surprise. It's worth mentioning, for example, the unique cabin, decked out in premium leather and wood, and large displays for both the gauge cluster and the infotainment system. And don't forget about the huge lockable storage areas of overall 12 cubic feet, apart from a large trunk under the front hood and a big storage compartment behind the cab. Although the R1T's bed is slightly smaller than that of the Cybertruck, nevertheless, it can offer a payload capacity of 1,760 pounds and is able to tow more than 11,000 pounds. And all these amazing features will be available starting from $55,000, including federal and state incentives and depending on the version you choose. But the excitements related to electric pickups don't finish here. More and more models are coming up, bringing with them new inventions and technological solutions. For more, you can check out Hummer's newly unveiled pickup truck. It offers a bunch of amazing features for maximum off-road capabilities. For example, a segment-exclusive four-wheel steer crab walk feature allows the rear and front wheels to steer at the same angle at low speeds, enabling diagonal movement of the vehicle for even greater maneuverability on challenging terrain. Up to 18 camera views through new front and rear underbody cameras provide ultravision that helps drivers navigate obstacles and increase awareness of surroundings. With the 3-motor propulsion system offering 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 pound-feet of wheel torque, the top-end version can hit 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. With 800-volt system, you will need to wait 10 minutes for 100 miles of driving pleasures. The first-year production of this Beast Edition, starting in fall 2021, has already been reserved out. Since its first years, Ford has become a locomotive of the American automotive industry. Among the most notable models we can mention is the iconic Mustang, which, in its turn, has become a symbol of American roads. So it's no surprise that 55 years later, Ford chose this name for its first all-electric crossover, the Mach-E, as proof of its loyalty to the spirit and technical excellence of the best-selling sports coupe in the world. Ford offers 5 trim levels for the Mach-E. Taking aside the base and middle modifications, which are more or less comparable with other similar models, we can underline the ultimate performance of the GT version, which will obviously be the most powerful, top-of-the-line model in the lineup. The highest-end version of the Mach-E family, the GT Performance, can produce 459 horsepower and 612 pound-feet of torque, enabling the vehicle to compete with Porsche 911 GTS by accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in the mid-3 seconds. An EPA estimated driving range is about 235 miles. Since the Ford Magna Ride suspension, 20-inch wheels, red brake calipers, and GT design elements come as an additional bonus, the price of $53,000 after incentives doesn't seem exceptionally high. To underline the limitless capabilities of its first all-electric crossover, Ford designed a thrilling version of the Mustang Mach-E, equipped with 7 electric motors of total 1,400 horsepower. This huge power can be split evenly between the front and rear axles, or completely to one or the other. Downforce is targeted at more than 2,300 pounds at 160 miles per hour, which makes the Mach-E 1400 a real beast on the tracks and driving rings. Like the Mustang GT4 race car, it features Brembo brakes and a hydraulic handbrake system designed for drifting that integrates with the powertrain controls to enable the ability to shut off power to the rear motors. The Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 comes as a proof of all future wonderful discoveries we can expect from electric vehicles. We hope today's top list has shown how different modern EVs can be, still remaining as much attractive, capable, fast and furious as conventional ICE cars, and conveying new enjoyment to the driving experience. So, keep signed to our channel and remain aware of the latest news of the amazing EV world.